Oh my gosh, hey friends, it's been so long since a vlog has come out, but anywho, mom and I are headed off on our monthly mental health trip because the mental and the health be needing to be healthed, okay? So anyway, we're going to Taiwan, Taipei. Background story on this, y'all. This was literally so random. We decided we were going here literally a day before we went, and the flight to Taiwan is actually out of Seattle, so we had to fly to Seattle first. I didn't vlog any of that because we actually had a horrible flight because we ended up missing our flight and then we had to sleep the night in the airport in Seattle. Yeah, it was a lot going on, but anyway, we're going to Taipei, y'all. This is gonna be such a fun vlog. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and keep watching. Bon appetit. You're a vegan, mom. What are you doing with this meat?
I'm not eating it.
I'm probably gonna eat it, guys. We have 6 hours left. I'm feeling very tired. And they just went around for like snacks. And the snacks that they're serving, a piece of bread with cheese. Also, look at my hair. It's giving get this girl to a bed. Get this girl to someone's hotel. This flight was only 11 hours. It felt like 20.
All these 10 toes down. Yeah. Get it, shawty, don't look down. 10 toes peeking through the see-through. Yeah. Body green color, I see you. I see you. Used to be in love, now your life fuck you. Had to be a rag, stone a nigga.
We're supposed to get 3,175 back. Yeah.
This is how I thought it would be.
This one takes us to Taipei. Okay.
And when you're in Taipei, you can take MRT or bus or convenience store buy something by this card.
So we tap the coin on that. Okay. And then you just reload this one.
But this one, coffee 100 cannot use, cannot refund, and now 200 value inside.
That pretty mouth, the truth is fitting. Cause you ain't never talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me. Yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
I'm having mixed vibes about this Airbnb. It's not horrible, but it's just, they oversold this. Like in the pictures, it looks so nice, so glamorous. And then we were like, you know, inspecting the room. A piece of the floor is like lifting up. There's like a stain on the couch. Anyway, we ended up taking the train here, and the train was honestly such a good experience. Their train system here is like chef's kiss. I would rank it with like up there with Japan. It's nice, it's so clean. We ended up buying the rechargeable card that we can use all week, so I would definitely recommend doing that, especially if you're going to be like walking around and doing lots of tourist things. I also want to give you guys some tips on rules for the train because like I said, they're very strict because it's so clean and nice. You cannot eat, drink, or chew gum on the trains. That's prohibited. Another thing that was really interesting is you stand in a line to get on the train. So there's no like bum rushing people once the doors open, and everyone gets into a single file straight line. Like it's given elementary school, and we all get on the train like normal, decent human beings. I really love that. I feel like we should pick that up in America because imagine trying to do that in New York. You know, folks just be bum rushing you. And another cool thing is they have Wi-Fi on the train, and the Wi-Fi worked perfectly. Like even we were going through like a tunnel. My favorite part of the train was they have charging stations. It's one of those magnetic charging stations, so you can literally just prop your phone on top of it and it starts charging. That is so cool. Like when I tell you, we need to catch up in America because we don't have Wi-Fi, chargers, and on top of that, the trains usually stink. It smells like pee. Also, before you go buying a travel adapter, you do not need one in Taiwan or Japan for that matter, but your normal 2-prong plug fits perfectly into the outlets. Right now, it's already 5:30 in the afternoon. I have been traveling for over 48 hours. Y'all, I am so tired. I'm so ready to take this shower and get into bed. But we're gonna go get dinner first because there's a restaurant downstairs that looks really good and they said it's really popular. So we're gonna go get dinner first. That way we don't wake up at like 2 a.m. starving and everything's closed. And then after we get dinner, we're gonna stop and get like bottles of water, some necessities for the room, and then baby, I will see y'all tomorrow because that's it. That's all. I'm really hoping like I get a good night's rest. The AC is kicking, which I love that because I don't want to be hot at night. I love a good cold room.
This is some visionary shit. Been trying to film pleasure with my eyes wide shut, but it keeps on moving.
In here?
Yeah.
When? Now? Or do you put it in first? Or do you put...
Of course, nobody really speaks English, so we don't really know what we're doing.
You put me on a feeling I never had. And ever since I've been trying to get it back. You pick it up, put it back. Now I'm something like the chemist on campus, but there's no drug around. I like what I found in you. I still can't feel my face. What am I smoking anyway? She said don't let the high go to waste. Can you taste it?
Hey vlog. So when I tell you this 12-hour time difference has literally had us in a chokehold, we cannot get adjusted. We've been staying up all night. Once it's morning time, our body is like ready to go to sleep, which is basically what we did yesterday. So we slept in because we were exhausted, and then once we finally got up, we went to this vegan restaurant, and you know, it was pretty good. I would give it a 7.5 only because I didn't really care for the French toast. Like, it wasn't bad. It's just, I wouldn't necessarily go back. But the eggs were good, and the smoothie was good, and the service was good. So definitely recommend if you are a vegan. I'll put it in the description box below. It was really packed, so I'm assuming it's really popular. Once we finished eating, y'all already know I had the itis, so we went back to the room. And my goal was to just take like a little power nap. That power nap turned into me sleeping the entire day, and then we woke back up at like 9 p.m. and then I was hungry, so then I walked to McDonald's and got food, and then we stayed up the entire night. So it's currently 10 a.m. here, but at home it's 9 p.m. So yeah, the jet lag is really like kicking us, but we're forcing ourselves to stay up today. I don't care if I have to get like a shot of espresso or something. We're gonna stay up so that we do not sleep our entire trip away. So our plan today is we have a walking tour later this afternoon. And then we also want to do like some shopping. I want to go thrifting and see like what they have to offer. It's also really hot here. Let's see what the temperature is going to be today. It's 90 degrees right now, but the high is 94. So nothing different than what it is back home. I just feel like it's so humid here, and because we're outside walking a lot, it's just so hot. The pro to this is Ubers are really inexpensive. So we've been taking Ubers for like $5 or $6 US. So we're about to head to breakfast. Our Uber is literally 2 minutes away, so gotta go. What it's giving. When I first saw this, I'm like, where is the chicken? I know y'all did not bring me bread and pesto with vegetables, but I tasted the pesto and I think it's like mixed in there. Let's give it a try. It was good. It would be better if it came with french fries. The bread is nice. This would be like a good after pool sandwich.
We've been here for 2 days, and we are the only black people I've seen.
Yeah.
And no one, and I mean 0 people, have looked at us, stared at us,
Yeah.
even done a double take. Nobody, not even the children. They're not even thinking about us.
I feel like they stared at us more in Thailand.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they were like more amazing. Okay, we're doing some shopping, guys. Okay, we're headed to the Adidas store. And this intersection is scary. So we're going into the mall, guys. It's so hot. It's that humid hot. Okay, so the Adidas store is apparently on floor 11. And this is floor 4. I did not see an elevator. So this is gonna be very time consuming because we have like what, 7 more floors to go. We're coming up on the 9th floor, so 2 more floors to go. It turns out the Adidas store is not actually an Adidas store, it's just an Adidas section in the mall. And they didn't have the shoes that I wanted. I'm looking for the Adidas Sambas. Those are so cute. Like, I feel like those shoes can just go with anything. They can be like a dress up. Like, you can wear those to work, you can make them versatile and wear them like out. So I need to get those. So we'll probably look at a different Adidas store later. It's actually really hot up here, so we're gonna take the elevator down. We finally found the elevator. See, this is why we couldn't find the elevator. It's tucked back here. We have about, what, 2 hours until our walking tour. So we're just gonna go back to the room. I'm scared to go back to the room because we might lay down. Because if we lay down, we're not getting up. Maybe we could go back just for a little bit to cool off. My biggest downfall is always taking a nap. It's literally 6 o'clock and I'm just not waking up. But no, seriously, it ended up raining. It's actually still raining right now. So my mom was like, we're not going on a walking tour while it's raining. This is the terrace in our apartment. You can tell it's still raining. Look at this. And it's raining kind of heavy too. Isolated thunderstorms is crazy. Like, what is going on? Why would you do this to us?
And then the rest of the week.
I know. Oh, my mom ordered some Uber Eats and they delivered some vegan food to her. I might get up and go get some food like in an hour or so. We should look and see if we could get a massage, Mom. I don't know. I just don't want the day to be over because we were doing so well. That power nap. Oh, that gave me some power. Like, I literally slept for like 3.5 hours. I'm down here waiting on our Uber Eats order. And y'all, it is still raining. Like, look at this. It's not coming down as heavy as it was, but it's definitely still drizzling, so I'm not going out tonight. I'm gonna book a full day tour for tomorrow so that we do not continue to sleep. But I think honestly, like, this was our last day of doing the mid-nap because my body is low-key adjusting slowly but surely. Y'all, I've literally been outside waiting for 30 minutes because he couldn't find me. And at this point, I already know the food is cold. I bought a new tripod for my camera and I really love this because it is staying sturdy. Like the last tripod I had, it would just slip down. And I got this for 600 of their dollars, which is like 13, 14 of our USD. It is currently 9:16 and we're about to finally head to our walking tour. The walking tour was supposed to be yesterday evening, but between me being tired, the rain, I slept the entire night. You didn't.
But I feel good.
You feel good? Yeah, I don't feel tired. We are on Taiwan time zone, so that's great. So we're gonna head to this walking tour, probably pick up some breakfast or something quick. Hopefully we do not get lost because they gave us 2 different meeting points and it's not the time nor the place to confuse us because we already don't speak the language. It's already 95 degrees outside and it's just gonna be too much. So let's just hope this goes smoothly. I have a feeling this is gonna be a little chaotic, but we'll see. Okay, we're on our walking tour. It's so hot. And we actually have an American tour guide from, where is he from? Illinois? Connecticut. Question mark, very random, but he said he came to Taiwan to study Mandarin Chinese for a year, and then once his program ended, he didn't want to leave, so he's been here a few years, and he does this tour for free, and we just leave tips. So this tour was actually $1 US per person, and that was just for like the processing fee. He just gave us a great breakdown about like the history of the Chinese taking over, and then also when Japan took over too. So let me give you guys a little breakdown of the culture. Spain came, took the north part of Taiwan, and then the Dutch came and took the south part of Taiwan.
Dutch ran everybody out.
And then basically the Dutch came through and was like, everybody get out of here, clear it, we're running it.
Indigenous people integrated into Chinese society. For the most part, they were pushed back and up into eastern Taiwan, which is very mountainous. Japanese. Remember, the Japanese liked this European style, so a lot of the buildings they built here, rather than using a traditional Japanese style, were made more like buildings you would see in Europe. The Taiwanese didn't want to be colonized by the Japanese, so they were fighting back, especially the indigenous Taiwanese. The Japanese used their military, they used their economic power to kind of suppress this resistance. That process lasted about 10 or 15 years. Japanese came and they brought a lot of economic development, building trains, opening schools, starting businesses. But make no mistake, they were the colonizer. The Taiwanese were the colonized. Japanese also exploited a lot of the natural resources of Taiwan. Gold, the coal, the lumber. Japan today has 4 main islands. It's kind of like they wanted Taiwan to be the 5th main island. At that time is when you started to see Taiwanese men joining the Japanese military. A lot of Taiwanese people moved to Japan and permanently settled there, and so on. With this next story, I want to be very precise. When I say Chinese, I am referring to people who came to Taiwan from mainland China after 1945. When I say Taiwanese, I am referring to the people who were already here. And in 1945, when Taiwan was handed over to the ROC, between both groups, initially there was a lot of optimism. From the Taiwanese perspective, you know, people had complicated feelings about Japan, but they still had this sense that they were culturally Chinese, or their families had come from China, their language, their religion, and so on. From the Chinese perspective, they were aware of this cultural connection, of course. They also felt like they had liberated the Taiwanese, because they had just fought this 8-year-long war against Japan. But very quickly, this optimism, it faded away, because a lot of problems began to present themselves. Some of these problems were economic. Things like rice, sugar, alcohol, tea, tobacco. These were distributed by the government, not by private businesses. Now, the Japanese had been very strict. The Chinese, frankly, had a problem with corruption. And all of a sudden, the prices of these daily necessities began to increase. I mean, just imagine that you're a Chinese person at this time, and you come over, and you're told that these people that live here are Chinese just like you. But when you arrive, you notice that the people here greet each other with a bow. And they wear kimonos. And if they'd gone to school, they speak to each other in Japanese. And you've just fought this 8-year-long war against Japan. How would you feel? But what if you're one of these Taiwanese that lives here? And the people who come over, they say that they're Chinese just like you. But what you really see are corrupt men in tattered uniforms from a very poor country. And they bring all these problems. Tension starts to build between these two groups. What's the name of the park we're in? 228 refers to February 28th, 1947. But our story actually starts on the 27th. On that day, there was a Taiwanese woman selling loose cigarettes in the street. This was illegal because only the government was allowed to sell tobacco. A group of Chinese officers came and confronted her about this. First, they confiscated her cigarettes, but then they wanted to confiscate the money she had made from selling cigarettes that day, and an argument broke out. Now, I don't know about you, but if I see an argument break out in public, I always get very curious what they're saying to each other and go over and try to listen. And that's what people were doing. One of these Chinese officers began to feel nervous, so he drew his gun. And he ended up hitting, not shooting, hitting this Taiwanese woman. But to the crowd, what does this look like? You have a Taiwanese woman that's been hit, and you have a Chinese man with a gun in his hand standing over her. The crowd became angry. Now this Chinese officer, maybe he lost his temper. Maybe he wanted to regain control of the situation. Maybe he was afraid. He fired a warning shot. And that bullet hit one of the bystanders. And that individual later died. The next day on 228, a protest formed. People were protesting the police violence from the day before, but if you've ever been to a protest, then you know that anyone that had a problem with the Chinese had a reason to be there. And they protested through the morning and there was no response from the government. So they continued through the afternoon. And in the afternoon of 228, when the gates to City Hall opened, do you think that Mr. Chen, the Chinese governor of Taiwan then, was sitting there with an apology? Men with guns. They opened fire. Bullets tore through the crowd. Those protesters retreated to this park. And from here, they occupied that building, which at the time was the National Radio Broadcast Center for Taiwan. They hijacked the radio and announced to the whole island what was happening in Taipei. And this caused protests to ignite in many of the other cities. In a moment, what we're going to do is enter the monument. And you may notice on the footpaths there's a light side and a dark side. That means yin-yang. And we're going to turn right because we're entering Taiwan's dark past. And we're going to exit on the left because we're exiting into a bright future. As we circle the interior of the monument, you may notice some handprints in front of you. If you would like, you can put your hands on those handprints. And you may notice that you'll lean forward when you do so. Why does that matter? Because in the center, raised up above the fountain, is the funeral urn for the victims of the 228 massacre. By leaning in front of them, you show respect to them.
We're on the market where lots of people shop. Literally everything you can find here, from fruit to shoes to clothes. As you can see, there's lots of like shoe stores. Okay, I'm trying the famous lemonade. Do you have like the bubbles in there? Yeah?
It's the jelly. So good.
It's good. It tastes like, kind of like bubble tea, but just lemonade. It's good. And the fact that it's so hot out here. We're tired, obviously. Okay, so we reached Taipei 101, which used to be one of the world's tallest buildings. Obviously now the Burj Khalifa takes that throne and is now the tallest. I don't know if we're gonna go all the way up. I feel like it's gonna be super crowded, but it's also about to rain, so maybe it's not gonna be crowded. We'll see, but it's also connected to one of the malls here. So we may do a little bit of like window shopping. It currently stands at 508 meters. I'll have to do the conversion to know how many like feet that is, because y'all know in the Western world we don't use meters.
Yo, they wanna know.
It literally started pouring. We're gonna check out this Adidas store that's right here just because it's a super big one, so I feel like they probably have the shoes.
Are you gonna ride with me? Are you gonna be down? Will you listen? Never lie to me. This is all the sign I need. So tell me, will you keep me safe when I'm in your arms?
Okay, we're in the Adidas store. This store is so cool. Like, I feel like it looks better than Adidas stores in America. I also haven't been in an Adidas store in America in a while, but I feel like the clothes in this one are a lot cuter. I'm like, I would actually buy these. So. Okay, let's see what these fit like. This is a full size now. Is that comfortable? I think so. This is so cute. I think you should get that. Let's go try that one. Okay, let's go try this stuff on. Yeah, I'll come out and let you see. What do we think about this dress? Let me give you guys a full body view. Okay, what do we think?
I like the shorts.
I literally love this skirt. They were so nice because they didn't have my size here, so he ran to another Adidas store nearby and got me 5% tourist discount, so you already know we had to get that. And then she ended up giving us 20% off on this one. So $13,189. I'll do Apple Pay. just made our purchase. We spent a total of $310, and now we're waiting on the tax refund. FYI, if you're not aware, you can do like a tax refund when you shop abroad, and then essentially once you get to the airport, they'll give you back the taxes. It's raining really hard, so I don't know where we're gonna go next, but we'll see. I'm literally having the hardest time eating my food with these chopsticks. Like, I should have brought a fork from America. Why are we literally at McDonald's? We don't even eat McDonald's in America, but, oh, black people. The food was not giving. Like, it had no seasoning. I felt like the beef I was eating tasted like rubber. So at this point, we were dissatisfied. We at McDonald's, okay? I just got the fried chicken because they have fried chicken at this McDonald's. They don't have that in America. Shish. This has such a bad aftertaste. It literally tastes like goat milk. When I was in Istanbul, I tried their ice cream, and they're very famous for like goat milk ice cream. That's literally what this tastes like. So let's try this chicken. It comes in a little bag like this. Let's give a moment for the crunch. I would rate this an 8 because at the end of the day, it still tastes flavorless.
There's
no seasoning. Okay guys, I'm headed to get a massage because I'm literally exhausted, and I'm gonna do the lymphatic full body hot stones massage. It's gonna take us literally 2 hours. We have to take 3 buses. This is gonna be a journey. It's currently 10 o'clock. Google Maps is literally not helping us, and I have no clue where we're supposed to be going to get this bus. On top of that, my stomach is hurting. The food here is just not sitting well with me. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. And then we also need to buy sunglasses because we don't have any, and we're going to the beach. Make it make sense.
There's a bus.
Where?
Let me see where.
Okay, we found the bus, guys. We're going on BL29. Oh, and this is BL29. Oh my gosh, you're about to hit that lady. This is a small bus. Anyhow. Okay. They're so friendly on this bus.
Yes.
We have 3 stops to go until we get off and get our next bus. Okay, we made it to our second bus stop. It was kind of a hassle finding this because the bus dropped us off all the way down there across the street, so we had to come back this way and then cross this side of the street illegally because they don't jaywalk here, but we like ran across. Hi. Now we're waiting on this 757 bus, and it comes in 5 minutes. Let's see.
I hope we're on the right side.
I think we are on the right side because I don't see another bus stop that way. And then we literally are gonna sit on this bus for an hour, and then we take another bus for another hour. So here comes our bus. Okay, we made it on the 757. We're gonna be on here for an hour and ride it all the way out to the end of the line. And then we have to get another bus. All right guys, we're at stop number 3, waiting on our last bus, which is 862. It is so hot out here. We made it 2.5 hours later, but the beach looks so nice.
Come on, come here, come a little closer. Don't be afraid, no, I don't wanna hurt you. Little more, come near, let me just show you. Don't know, can't talk, let me just show you. Don't be obsessive, it could be
I'm about to go get this water. The water is not super cold. Like, for the amount of heat that's here, I wish the water was a little colder. So I need to go put on some sunscreen all over my body. When I tell y'all, it is so hot. Like, if you can see the sweat. I don't know if this camera is doing justice.
Move, body, move. Move your body, then you can move. Move, body, move. Move your body, then you can.
You're running through my mind with a shotgun. I'm running out of time, but I'm not done. Yeah, I don't need to run, it will come to me. I don't need to fight, but I keep moving, keep choose, yeah, keep moving. There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss. I'm not okay, but I'll get up. I know the way, no, I won't stop. I know this game, I won't give up. It takes some time to reach the top. Let's take a break, here comes the drop. Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive.
So getting back from the beach took another 3 hours, and once we got back, we were so hungry and wanted to really just spend our last night in Taiwan visiting the night market, which I definitely recommend. It was busy, but it wasn't like super packed to the point where I felt overwhelmed and overstimulated like I typically feel in Tokyo or other big, very, very busy cities. What I really enjoyed about the night market is it's somewhere you could go just to kind of like chill, because there are food places and lots of like outdoor shopping. But then this also could be like a good date night because they have lots of games there. So it reminds me of like our version of a fair. So you can play like darts or just other like games that I saw lots of people doing with their friends or with their significant other. So definitely recommend checking out the night market. So our trip to Taipei has come to an end. We're currently at the airport. This airport is super nice. What do we rate this trip? 1 to 10. This was a good trip. We found out that this was not the best time to visit due to the weather because it was insanely hot. But we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot of great history. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We got upgraded to Delta One. So we're going to be in first class. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Are you ready to go home?
Yes.
No time for bad energy. More life and it's more.
This is me.
In my life today, but I'm inside today. I'm inside, oh.
You like the juice and sparkling wine?
Sparkling wine. Thank you. Got this comfortable neck pillow, another pillow and blanket, and this one is really comfortable. Slippers, water, and your amenity kit.
起飞到降落大约为11个小时20分钟，所以我们建议您不要在。
This aircraft is without Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Welcome. Have you decided what you would like?
yes, can I have a chicken piccata?
Very good. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe a little bit of rough air as we cross the Pacific on the way.
Can't do what you say anyways. Think twice before you play me. Say yeah when you've been late. Lately you've been acting crazy. Shady, I can tell who shady. Hate me but still rate me. Maybe it must be maybe, or maybe I must be crazy. No stress, no enemy. That boy used to be a friend of me. XO, what she sent to me. Say me can't let them boy get to me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the bigger mood. High life, get away. Tough life, far away from you. I wanna see the view. Watch the world, I wanna be on beach side and Cancun. Tell me what you
That was too good.
I wanna see the view. Sweet island man, life so sweet. My Gina, let's go. Sweet island man, life so sweet.
All right, it's bedtime. We have 9.5 hours left. I just finished eating. It's bedtime. So I will see you guys when I wake up.
XO, what she sent to me. Say me can't let them boy get to me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mega mood.
Okay, I just woke up from my nap. We have 5.5 hours to go.
Security on your seatbelts and remain seated.
Y'all, this turbulence is so bad.
Inside Cancun. Tell me what you wanna do. No stress, no stress, no. That boy used to be. XO, XO.
I'm literally not even hungry at this point, but I got the egg frittata with the fruit, croissant, and some orange juice. So cheers to being 1 hour from landing. And as you can see, I was watching Titanic. We made it back to the States, currently in Seattle, and now we have to fly to Atlanta. So it's been a long day, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you on the next one.